In the yearly Vin d'Honneur celebration with the Diplomatic Corps in Malacanang, President Aquino thanked the international community for their support to the country, especially during the calamities. Yana Dormitorio has the story.
President Aquino paid tribute to the resilience of the Filipino people in the New Year Vin d'Honneur in Malacanang. The President said the administration's mission to empower every Filipino to become a proactive agent of change in nation building was witnessed in 2013. It was seen during Typhoon and Habagat, the Zamboanga crisis, and the earthquake in Bohol.
This transformation was manifest in the very attitude of the survivors, our affected brothers and sisters who actively clamored and worked with us to rebuild their lives, livelihoods, and communities, and in the overseas Filipino workers and Filipino communities abroad who did not think twice about giving what they could for their countrymen in need. Indeed, we also saw this transformation in the many government workers, scientists, social workers, and common Filipinos who worked hand in hand as we faced both natural calamities and man-made challenges.
President Aquino said Typhoon Yolanda tested the determination of Filipinos. He added, despite the magnitude and devastation of this single event, the Filipino people came through.
Some of you have marveled at the resilience of our nation, a people whose faith, though challenged, remained constant and only deepened. Our unbreakable spirit and ability to recover find root in our firm belief in a benevolent God who has the perfect plan for all of us. These tragedies tell us that despite all our efforts, we are indeed powerless without God.
About 400 guests from the executive, legislative, and judiciary branches of the government attended the annual reception. Also in attendance are members of the Diplomatic Corps, whom President Aquino recognized for their roles in assisting the Philippines after Typhoon Yolanda. He said their help opened a new chapter in the Philippines' relations with their respective countries.
To everyone gathered here, it is with a sincere sense of gratitude that I tell you, the Filipino people remember who their friends are. Filipinos never forget an instance of kindness and will constantly look for ways to repay those who stood by them in the most difficult times. In our language, we call this utang na loob.
The Diplomatic Corps vowed to help the Philippines in rebuilding something even better than what was destroyed.
At the times, the strong are called to be even stronger. When faced with this tragedy, the Filipino people reacted with the strength of their character and their faith. Victims and rescuers became members of the same family. The whole world wished to help, to console, to rebuild, and just as in previous calamities, you, Mr. President, paved the way for local and international solidarity. Inspiring episodes of heroism and fraternal love in Samar, Leyte, and the neighboring islands are being written in the pages of history. The signing of the Annex on Power Sharing of the Framework Agreement of Bangsamoro between the government of the Philippines and the More Islamic Liberation Front also gives new hope. This is the work of peace. Peace is the essential infrastructure that permits us to build even in the midst of ruins. Or better still, from the ruins, it illuminates the path towards the realization of the legitimate aspirations of a nation.
This is Yana Dormitorio for News at 1 Junior Edition.